That crow on the wire is watching you specifically. Not watching people in general, watching you. She's seen your face before, and she remembers it. Scientists have quietly proven something unsettling about crow memory. Crows don't just recognize danger, they recognize individual humans. And once she knows your face, she never forgets it. In Seattle, researchers ran an experiment on wild crows. They wore a single rubber caveman mask while trapping crows. Just once, they captured and briefly held several crows. Then they released them and never wore that mask again. Years later, crows still attacked anyone wearing that same mask. Not just the crows that were trapped, but their children. Crows too young to have witnessed the original capture at all. Somehow, the threat had been taught, not just remembered. A single bad memory had become permanent, shared knowledge. So how exactly does a crow remember one specific face? Crow brains process faces in a way strikingly similar to ours. They don't see a blur of features, they see you. Studies show crows distinguish individual humans from photographs alone, even years apart, even in different clothing, different lighting. Most animals can't do this. Most animals see human generally. Crows see specific humans, filed away, permanently, individually. That's not instinct, that's something closer to a memory file. And crows keep updating that file for the rest of their lives. Here's where it gets stranger. Crows gossip about you. When one crow identifies a threat, it doesn't stay quiet. It scolds loudly, alerting every crow within hearing distance. Other crows learn your face just from that warning call. They never read you. They never saw what you did. A single mistake can follow you across an entire crow population. And this isn't a short memory. It's not seasonal. Researchers tracked the Seattle masked crows for over a decade. The grudge didn't fade. If anything, it spread further. More crows recognized the mask years after the original trapping. Crows can live 15 to 20 years in the wild, which means a single grudge can outlast an entire childhood. Somewhere, a crow may still remember something you did years ago. But memory isn't only used for grudges. It cuts both ways. Crows also remember kindness, and they remember it specifically. In multiple documented cases, crows brought small gifts to feeders. Buttons, beads, tiny bits of metal. Left deliberately, repeatedly. Not to every human, only to the one who fed them. One girl in Seattle received gifts for years from the same crows. This wasn't accidental. Crows were tracking a specific relationship. The same brain that holds grudges also holds gratitude. Here's the part that unsettles scientists the most, honestly. Crow brains are structured nothing like primate brains, biologically. No neocortex, no folded mammalian structure we associate with intelligence. And yet, crows solve puzzles, use tools, plan ahead. Intelligence evolved twice, independently, along completely separate branches. Birds and primates split evolutionarily over 300 million years ago. Somehow, both paths arrived at recognizing individual faces. This is why crows feel different from other wild animals. A squirrel doesn't recognize you. A pigeon barely notices you. A crow studies you, evaluates you, and decides something about you. It's a little too close to how another human would watch you. Familiar enough to feel personal, alien enough to feel unsettling. That gap has a name. The uncanny valley of cognition. We expect animals to react. Crows appear to actually judge. And unlike most animals, they remember that judgment permanently. Crows also gather around their dead, in what looks like mourning. Large groups will surround a fallen crow, calling loudly, watching. Researchers believe this isn't grief exactly, but active threat assessment. They're learning what killed this crow, and remembering the cause. Even death becomes a lesson passed through the group. Every event around a crow becomes permanent, shared information. Nothing observed by a crow seems to simply disappear. So next time a crow watches you a little too long, she isn't reacting randomly. She's actively building a file. Every interaction, good or bad, gets permanently recorded somewhere. She may already know exactly what kind of person you are, and she may already have told others exactly the same thing. That crow on the wire has likely seen you before, and she's deciding, right now, whether you're safe. We'd like to think we're the only ones truly watching, quietly observing, remembering, judging the world around us. Crows have been doing the exact same thing, silently, for centuries. They remember faces, remember kindness, remember harm, and never forget. They pass that memory down through generations, like inherited knowledge. In a very real sense, crows have their own history of you, written not in words, but in recognition and reaction. So be careful how you treat the crow outside your window. She's not just a bird passing through your morning. She's a witness, and she remembers absolutely everything.